Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tim from Arm Wrestling Secrets. I wanted to talk tonight about something that's kind of important for beginning arm wrestling, especially for people who have not taken part in an arm wrestling tournament. I know that's something that most arm wrestlers, especially when they get into the sport and they start practicing, they think eventually, I think most 99% of people eventually think about getting into tournaments and competing to try to take home a trophy or a medal or something like that. They want to get into the competition action too. Most people don't take arm wrestling very seriously if they just want to do it at the bar or just do it for fun. Eventually, most people that I know that take it seriously, they want to compete, especially people watching this channel. If you're taking it this seriously and you're just competing at the bar, I have no idea what you're doing. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about tonight, which was when to do your first arm wrestling tournament. Okay, so that's a big question I get a lot all the time for beginners, and I have something interesting that I wanted to say about it, and it's partly psychological for a lot of people as well. I'm going to tell you something. This is a human thing, and it's not just arm wrestling. I'm going to say something, and I'm talking to you. Okay, if you haven't taken part in an arm wrestling tournament, okay, if you have no idea what you're doing and you're just watching this channel and you've never even been on an arm wrestling table, it's probably not time to go do your first tournament. That's like going into your first baseball game and having seen a baseball bat yesterday. Okay, you know what I mean? So, but if you've been arm wrestling for a while, especially if you had table time and you've even if you worked out with a team or even with some friends, keep in mind when you go to an arm wrestling tournament, an amateur tournament, especially if it's a small town, the smaller town, the less likely there is to be really top-notch professionals there. But in a lot of even amateur tournaments, you might get some professionals that are going to try to take home that trophy too. So don't be too shocked. But I would say that if you've been in the sport for a while, I'm not going to give a time frame because that's different for everybody. It's just like if you're playing guitar, if you play 6 hours a day, you're going to be better in 6 months than somebody who plays 1 hour a week for 10 years. Okay, so there's a difference there. But if you're taking it fairly seriously and you want to test yourself and you're wondering when to do your first tournament, okay, if there's a tournament around somewhere, I say do it. Okay, and there's a reason. And like I said, I was touching on something and I'm coming back to it. I was touching on a human thing and I want to come back to that. It's fear. It's fear of losing. Fear of losing. Nobody wants to lose. You dream about going to the tournament and being the winner. Okay, if you're going to your first arm wrestling tournament, guess what? I got news for you. You're going to lose. Okay? 99 out of 100, 999 out of 1,000 people are going to lose their first arm wrestling tournament. And when I mean lose, I mean you're not going to finish first. Now, probably you're going to lose both your matches on both your arms and you're going to lose immediately if you're taking part in a tournament with some seasoned arm wrestlers. Now, that's happens to everybody. That happened to me. I went to my first tournament, I lost both matches on both arms, and I was gone. And I drove quite a ways to do that, okay? But I learned a lot of lessons there. I met a lot of good people, and I was much better. And before I knew it, I was winning matches, and then I was winning tournaments, okay, with both arms, okay? But it takes sacrifice, and you've got to go, and you've got to learn what you're made of, and the best way to do that is at an arm wrestling tournament. So if you've had some table time and you've had a little time to practice, stop wasting time and stop making excuses, because you know what it is? It's fear. You're afraid of losing. You're afraid of being like, I wasn't the strongest and now I don't feel very good about myself. I get it. Get over that and go compete. There's only one, if you think about it, at the end of an arm wrestling tournament, there's first place, there's second place, there's third place, and then everyone else, nobody really remembers them anyway, okay? But everybody loses at the arm wrestling tournament. At every single arm wrestling tournament I've been to, I lost at least one match. Okay, no matter where it was, actually. So that's going to happen. And the thing is, just get over it. Forget about the losing part. It's a sport. It's fun. You win, you lose, you do your best. You're going to go against people that are better. They're better than you on a certain day. Other days you get them back. It's a sport. It's fun. But if you're thinking about when to do a tournament, if you've had some time to practice, go and do it and stop putting it off.